You're doing rest days wrong and it's holding you back. I used to be just like you. Every time a rest day came along, I'd go onto the couch, I'd sit down, I'd watch Netflix, I'd just chill out, I'd relax. Because it's a rest day, right? But there's a big difference between resting and recovery. When you're training hard and you're trying to actually get somewhere with your training, you have to be recovering, not resting. Sitting down, watching Netflix, eating junk food, or scrolling on your phone is not resting. It's destroying your progress. If you want real progress, then you should be recovering like an athlete, not like a lazy person. Rest is passive, but recovery is intentional. So what is a rest day supposed to look like? Let's scratch the whole idea of rest days and turn it into a recovery day. Rather than sitting down, being lazy, you should be working on your mental fortitude, on your clarity, on your sharpness, on your discipline. Now, I used to be just like you. I used to train 5 days a week, maybe even 6 times. And on my rest day, I just sit down, do nothing, scroll on TikTok, watch a movie, just consume. I'd be a consumer. And then the next day, I would just feel sluggish. I wouldn't be ready for training. But now, I train like a proper athlete. I now do recovery sessions. I'll go to the sauna, I'll do ice bath, I'll read, I'll journal, I'll eat good foods. These are all these little things that separate professionals or successful athletes to you, to an average person. Now, if you want to be an elite, you have to learn how to recover, how to have a rest day properly. You need to learn the difference between resting and recovering. Now, what does a recovery day actually look like? Recovery days look like you getting ready for your next session. So for example, like what I do, sauna, ice bath, journaling, reading, eating clean foods, staying on my diet, making sure that I am learning as much as I can. So a few examples that you could be doing for a recovery day could just be stretching, mobility work, reading a book, journaling your goals, writing down your goals, sauna, ice bath, eating clean. There's so many things that you could be doing differently to actually actively recover, not just rest. Doing nothing is not resting. So I want to talk about what actually separates an average person to a successful person or a successful athlete. These people will be doing exactly what I'm saying, will be recovering intentionally. These people will rest passively. They'll sit on their ass, do fucking nothing, be boring, lazy pieces of shit, and still wonder why they're not making progress. It's because you're not actually doing what you're supposed to make progress. You need to get ready for your next session, whether this be in business, training, or any other hobbies that you may have, swimming, gaming, whatever. It's the little things that make a difference. Eating clean, recovering intentionally, cold exposure, hot exposure, contrast therapy, anything will help you progress so much faster if you actually rest intentionally. If you want to be in the top 1% bracket, then you gotta be willing to do the extra work. Sharpen your mind, work on your mindset, meditate, stretch, whatever. You have to actually do the work. Now, this changed for me completely when I actually discovered how to recover properly or get ready for my next session, prime myself for the next session. My progress shot up so much. From feeling lazy and tired all the time to actually having enough energy to keep on working, to keep consistency throughout my day. Now, I was never like this. I used to be just a lazy sack of shit when I started my fitness journey. I would work out 5 to 6 times a week, and then on the weekends, I'd go out, drink alcohol, party, whatever, because it was a rest day. Because I thought I'd done really good during the week training, to where I thought I could reward myself with instant dopamine. But if you really want to become someone, an athlete, a top 1% in your business, whatever you want to be, you have to put in these extra yards. I once talked to a professional rugby player while I was in the sauna, and I asked him, what is the difference? What separates a professional to an average athlete? And he told me exactly what I'm telling you. It's the little things. Your diet, your recovery, practicing a certain pass 100 times until you get it right. And you don't have to be talented. You don't have to be some crazy mindset. You don't have to be David Goggins. As long as you do a little bit, 1% more every day for your rest days, for your recovery days, for your training days, whatever. If you do 1% more than you usually do yesterday, you're going to make progress. So don't be an idiot. Rest properly. Don't rest passively. Recover intentionally. And you will see a huge difference in both your training and your mindset. So once again, guys, please don't rest passively. Don't sit down, scroll on your phone on the weekends, drink alcohol. Do something different. Stretch, sauna, ice bath, read, absorb knowledge, make yourself better. This is how you progress. So if you're one of those guys that think a rest day means you can do whatever you want, you can sit on your phone, eat junk, watch Netflix, then man, you gotta change something. Because that is not how you rest. And if you're one of those few people that made it to the end of this video, I know you want to actually change something for yourself. I know you want to be better. So take my words in consideration. Actually do the hard yards. Do the 1% more every day. And trust me, you'll become a whole new person. So with that, I'll catch you guys later.